Hey guys, we are back.
Back and better than ever.
Back and Sailor is pregnant.
Oh, I'm so pregnant.
Very pregnant.
Yeah, 37 weeks and 6 days. I'm ready for her to be out. Like, out. If you guys see me again and I am still pregnant, pray for me. Just pray. Get on your knees and pray right now.
You want her to come early?
I want her, yeah, now.
No. Okay.
Today. After this podcast.
So,
would be
well,
good.
hopefully, like, during the podcast, maybe, like, you'll be
Oh my
like, oh, no,
gosh.
like, Kate, like, we gotta go.
Yeah, let's do some vlogging action.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
No, but I'm really glad to be back, though. I feel like it's been forever.
Yeah. Life is just getting in the way. We have baby showers, all the
Yeah.
things.
And,
So-
like, the sun's been out. I feel like when the sun's out, there's, like, more
Yep.
to do. More things happening. Or maybe it's
Yeah.
just spring and summer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but, like, I always justify, like, staying out later because it's, like, still light out. And I'm like, okay, wait. But then I'm, like, going to bed at, like, 11 o'clock at night. And it's really bad.
Okay, so I have not gone to bed at 11 o'clock in, I think, 9 months. But I totally understand what you're saying. It's more like 9:30 for me.
Okay. Like,
So,
but see, it's still light at, like,
by
9:30
by
right
the
now.
time, like, yeah, when the light goes down completely, I'm in bed. I'm actually in bed watching the sunset, and then I'm
There
going
we
to
go.
bed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gotta have a view right before bed.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Love it.
But this is a fun podcast, which is good for my brain
Yes.
at the moment.
Yes. We're going to be talking about weddings.
Yeah, it's so fun. Just a
We're
little
gonna
little
reflect
something.
back.
We've almost been married a year. Yesterday?
Yeah, that's
Wait, what's
crazy.
today's date? Today's the 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, Caleb and I have been married for 11 months. Almost a year.
Crazy.
That's literally, I feel like it was yesterday.
It's flown by.
I still look at my wedding photos.
Yeah. I know. Me too.
Makes me sad.
That's one thing I'm gonna dive into later, is that, like, totally recommend on getting good photography and videography.
Mm-hmm.
The videography I could, like, understand. Like, people are like, oh, you only watch it once. I'm like, I literally watched that video so many times.
Oh, I watch it over and over.
Yeah. And it's just, like, so fun. Like, I think about it, like, you know, once baby girl's here, she's gonna be able to watch your guys'
Exactly.
wedding videos.
Mhm.
And, like, it's just, like, so fun.
It is.
I love
it.
it.
Literally, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can actually see a visual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, same with photos, but, like, with the video, I don't know. You can, like, see visual. Like,
Yeah, and it takes you, like, right back to, like,
Mhm.
kind of how you're feeling that day, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into our first little topic here? We have day of moments that didn't go as planned or funny mishaps.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can start.
This is fun.
Honestly, like, I feel like everything went so smooth. And, like,
Yeah.
if it didn't, I didn't know. I think, like, the only thing was there was, like, a mishap with, like, the bow ties. So, like,
Really?
we had our own bow ties that matched the girls' dresses. Like, we had ordered. And then we had some that, like, came with, like, the tuxes that we ordered from. So,
Okay.
like my dad and Caleb's dad and my brother, like, they were supposed to have their own, like, wasn't a bow tie, like a regular tie.
Okay.
But they were forgotten. And so, like, somehow one of the bow ties ended up on my father-in-law. And, like, my dad and brother didn't have one. And so, like, two of our, like, ring bearer security guards who are, like, you know, our age, our friends or whatever,
yeah.
like, their ties went to my dad and my brother. But I didn't, like, realize this. But they didn't know that, like, one of the green bow ties had gone missing. Well, it turns out one of the groomsmen didn't have one, but his beard was so long that you couldn't even see it. So you literally had no idea.
Oh, my word.
I should, like, put up the photos so you
Yeah.
can, like, see it. But,
Yep.
like, they're literally, like, you couldn't even tell. But I literally
That's
think that was, like,
so
the
funny.
only thing. Like, we ran out of, I think, like, vanilla for, like, the coffee cart, like, right at the beginning. Like, but, like, no one noticed. We just, like, put caramel and stuff. Like,
yeah.
hopefully it was good. I don't know. I don't even know if I got, like, a coffee, but I think I had, like, 2 sips of it because I was just, like,
Yeah.
everywhere that day.
I got some coffee at your wedding.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good.
Good.
I do think I also only had 2 sips as well.
Yeah.
But,
That's usually how it goes.
yeah. You know.
But, like, I don't think anything else, like, really went.
Yeah. It's funny how, like, I don't know, like, nothing really went bad for my wedding. It started to rain in the morning. That was the biggest thing. And my maid of honor was like, go upstairs.
Yeah.
Like, go get ready. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's probably smart. And my poor mama, like, she's like, oh my gosh, why is it raining? It wasn't supposed to rain. And I'm just like, yeah. So that was probably the biggest thing. And then apparently the tables didn't get set because of the wind also in the morning. It was very windy. And so
like they were supposed to be like full on set.
Mm-hmm. They were supposed to be set. So do you remember seeing it? Because I don't remember.
But
I mean,
our table was set. The bridal table was set.
The bridal
right?
table was set. And the other, like all the guest tables were not set. They just like got their plate at the beginning of the line to get food.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
I didn't notice that.
I didn't know that until I looked back at photos. Yeah. When I got my photos, I was like, Mom, did the tables like not get set? She was like, no, the wind was like way too much. I was like, I didn't even know. Like, and I think that's like the beauty of just like having a good tribe around you. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? They just were like going with the flow. Yeah. And my day of coordinator, Amber, she was so great. And yeah, it's just like having a good tribe around you that day is it's so nice because then it's like, well, the day's going to go. And like after the rain in the morning, I was like over it. I'm like, I'm getting married. Nothing else matters. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's going to be the best day either way.
Mm-hmm. No, literally. And like, we could literally go on about this forever. Like, that's why like it's not about your wedding, like it's about your marriage, right? Yeah. So like if that's what you're really prioritizing is your marriage and getting married to the person you love, like those things like don't matter, or you're not gonna really notice them.
Exactly.
Like, what can you do at that point? You can literally do nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the only other thing would be my little ring bearer didn't go down the aisle. But I also didn't know that until you're like, yeah, he didn't. Yeah. Well, what's so funny about that is like at that time, Logan had turned around. And so I think it didn't help. Like he didn't see Logan because he was turned around. And I was kind of banking on that for him going down. Yeah, like, I'm like, yeah. But, you know, it's funny. And we have stories to look back on where my aunt is like trying to get him to go down. And it's funny now. Yeah. And then, you know, later I'm like, yeah, that's you. You wouldn't go down, you know?
Oh, yeah. So. I think... Oh gosh, I think did I have 4 little ring bearers maybe? And only one of them, because he was the older one, made it down. The rest of them didn't. And the photos are hilarious because you can see like the parents like chasing them like, nope, they're not going to make it. It's so fun
though. Like, oh my word. Just like looking back on that is like, that is so funny and it just makes you laugh.
Right. And you know, like when you're getting a ring bearer and a flower girl when they're little or kids. Like that, you know that they're probably not going to make it. You don't care. Like, it's just the fun of it. Like you have them and whatever. Like it's just part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the only thing. I mean, like same with you. Like the day just like went by really, really smooth. Yeah. Honestly.
It did.
And it was so much fun.
It was, it was so fun.
Yeah. I am like, I wish we could just like go back just to that moment a little bit and also just like slow it down just a little bit. It went by so quick.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing. Like, I remember getting in the truck to leave on our honeymoon and I was like, did that happen? Mm-hmm. Like, no, that must have been in my head. It was so quick.
Literally, it's like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
Like when people say like it goes by really fast, like they're not kidding. Like it does go by fast.
It goes by quick. Soak up every moment.
Yeah, seriously.
We got the next little topic here.
Yeah. The sweetest like moments of your wedding or like the most I guess memorable parts of your wedding.
There was like so much.
I know.
That's so hard.
I'd say just the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the whole day was just like pure joy for me. And it was pretty cold at my wedding. And I had a lot of people come up to me, oh my gosh, like you must, because my dress was like spaghetti strapped. And so obviously, you know, like you know. You guys know. But everybody was coming up to me, oh my word, Kate, like you must be so cold. I honestly wasn't. Like, I just think it was like the adrenaline, the pure joy of just like, So, I don't know. The whole day was just like so fun. I don't know. I loved our first touch. I love that we did that and prayed together before. Just kind of like calm the nerves down. We had a lot of people at our wedding. And so, I'm not one for like being up in front of everybody. And, you know, the wedding is all about you two. And so it's like,
literally.
Yeah.
What was like your favorite? I know it's hard to like pick out like your favorite part of the wedding.
I would probably say, oh, that's so hard. But hearing his vows, Logan's vows, because we wrote our own. And so that was just like, I don't know. And Logan's not really one to like mushy gush, like, you know what I mean? Like pour his heart out. And so just like hearing that and also just like the symbol of it, like stating it in front of not everybody there, but also God.
Right.
And I just think that's like, I don't know, I look back on that and I'm like, that's so cool that everybody got to hear. So like they get to, you know, stand by us. But then like, you know, our Father, like he's there, you know, and he's just like, okay, like these are your vows to one another. And it's just like super sweet. And so I don't know. I love that we wrote our own vows. It's kind of something that I say to, you know, other brides. I'm like, if you haven't decided yet, like write your own vows. Like I'm all for, you know, like doing whatever you want in tradition and stuff. But I'm like, that was so special. And just to know that like we came up with these vows for one another.
Yeah, totally.
So I'd probably say that. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, one of the symbols of like a wedding. But I don't know. I don't know what else. I loved, honestly, getting ready with my girls in the morning. That was so fun.
It's such a vibe. It is such a vibe. Like, you just, It's just the anticipation, like, building up to it.
Yep.
Like, wanting to throw up. Like, you know you need to eat, but you can't eat. Like, but if you don't eat, you're going to, like, pass out. Yeah. But if I eat, like, I'm going to throw up. You know what I mean? It's just, like, a cycle, but.
Yep. Yeah, and, like, where we were getting ready, you know, remember, like, we could watch everybody coming in.
That was cool.
And so that was really fun. I was like, look at that.
Yeah, no, that was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really sweet. What about you?
Oh, man.
It's so hard.
I know. I definitely, like, the whole day, like, I just felt, like, super close to Caleb. Like, we, like, after, like, you say, like, you say I do, and you walk back down the aisle, I just, like, you feel, like, so close with them.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I don't know, it's just, like, a whole other feeling, like, of, this is my husband, and, like, I don't know, like, there's the joy of a day, like, you're both, like, there's nothing that could ruin that, and you just, like, feel, like, so close together, which I think is just so, I don't know, like, you don't get that feeling, like, you do, but it's not the same, like, of just, that feeling of just being married, just and, like,
husband and wife.
Right, and there's the events that, like, lead right after that are just so fun.
Yeah.
Like, the dancing, the food, the whatever, and then the honeymoon, like, it's just, like,
it's so fun.
It's super fun.
Yeah. Well, and, like, even, like, the anticipation that's, like, built up before, it's so special. And then it's, like, I think, like, you're talking about that moment, it's, like, oh, my gosh, like, no, like, we're husband and wife. Yeah. And, like, even, like, on the honeymoon, totally being vulnerable here, it was, like, wait a minute. Like, wait. Okay, no, wait, we're husband and wife. Yeah. Like, you know, it's just like a crazy, like, you waited for that for so long, and it's like, oh my word, we're married. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and, like, we both came from a place of saving ourselves for marriage and, like, not living together. So, like, waking up that next morning next to your husband, it's like wait a minute, what are you doing? Like, this is real. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, we're actually, like, married. Like, yeah, it definitely is, like, a feeling that you can only get on, I feel like, that, like, time of your life. Yeah. But I will say, like, the most fun part for me, which is probably no shock to some people, or no shock to most people, I don't know, is the dancing part. I literally had so much fun. And seeing Caleb out there, too, like, that made my heart, like...
Yeah, because same for me. Like, Logan and Caleb, they're pretty similar in that way.
They're pretty, like, just not... more, like, calm, chill, but... I like to take credit for getting Caleb out of his comfort zone, and he totally busted me on the dance floor, and I literally was all for it.
Wait, can we talk about the garter?
Yeah, the garter toss. Okay, some people literally think it's so weird. Yeah. But I think it's, for us, again, like, we saved ourselves for marriage, so it's just, like, funny, because, like, everyone knows, like, what is leading up to, so it's just, like, it's just funny. Like, it's hilarious, and it's sweet, and it's just, like... Yeah. You know, like, you waited so long for this. Like, oh, yeah, it was great. Our DJ was awesome. He had, like, a really cool, like, intro for Caleb to do. Like, it was literally hilarious. I loved it. And the pictures that our photographer took, like, and they make me laugh. And, like, I just warm up. So I was like, oh, my gosh, like, that was so funny. And just, like, my cheeks were, like, red. But I just, like, it was so good.
It was so good. Yeah. So fun. I know. I just, like, totally recommend getting a really good photographer and, like, having him there the whole day. Yeah. Because a lot of photographers have packages to where they're just, like, hour-based now, and have them there the whole day.
The two people that you want to spend the most money on, photographer, videographer. Yeah. Like, you will want those. Like, I literally look at my photos all the time and my videos all the time, and you will want, like, spend the money. Like, doesn't
it's
matter.
so
Like,
worth it.
it is.
Yeah, it's so worth it. And like when I was budgeting my wedding with my mom, I was like, those are the two like I'm okay spending like a lot on, because it's like those are the things I can look back and like show other people that weren't there too. Like I've literally like showed that video to people that weren't there, and they're like, oh my word, it feels like I was there. And so it's just like so worth it. Like I cannot emphasize that enough.
And okay, cherry on top too, if you can do this, like if you're not dating, or if you are, like find like a photographer that like, I don't know, I feel like has grown up with you. Like my photographer, like she took my senior photos, like my like engagement photos, college photo, like all the things, and like now she took my maternity photos. Like having her has been like so special. Like I don't know, it's cool if like they can at least like know a part of your story.
Yeah, and I feel like they're able to like capture, like they know you, and so like I don't know, like they just are able to capture it better. Like my photographer did the same. Like our seniors, and then a little dating shoot, engagement shoot, you know, like all the things. And it was just like, I totally agree with you. Yeah. That is a cherry on the top. Yeah. Because I
mean, obviously, like if you don't, it's fine. But if you do, like I think it's just that helps. Yeah. Yeah. It helps capture like who you guys are as a couple and as people. And
and I actually remember like looking at photographers for my senior photos, and it was like, okay, like which one do I want? I actually remember thinking about that. Like I kind of want one to like grow with me and like do my other ones. And then because Logan also came on my senior photo shoot, and so he got into some photos. And then later I was like, yeah, like that dating one would be so fun. And then like Logan surprised me with a dating one, and so it was fun. But yeah, so that's definitely cherry on top.
Definitely cherry on top.
Not really talked about either, so that's good.
Oh,
good little
tip for you guys.
Okay.
Our vows. I mean, you kind of already touched on our vows, but I think, like for myself, okay, there's always like the personalities, like type A, type B. I don't really know what I am, and I don't really care. I'm just Sarah. But I do everything on time, right? Like growing up, going to school, turn everything on time. But like if it was something like really big and it was like overwhelming for me, I'd like wait till the last second. Again, I don't know what you call that. I'm just a person. But
I'm the same way though.
My vows, like I'd like thought about them. I'd like typed out a few things like once in a while. I think it was like the week up. I like actually like wrote them. And the reason it took me so long to write them though was because I didn't want them to always just necessarily be about Caleb and I. Because I knew that there were people at our wedding that weren't Christians. And like you said, like you're saying your vows in front of God, and like your relationship is a testimony to his faithfulness and his goodness. Yeah. And so that's what I was like, okay, like obviously like it's about me and Caleb, but also like we wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for the Lord bringing us together. So I think that's what like took me the longest to like write them and like put them together. But
it's hard to express that.
It is hard to express that. Yeah. But I think, it was special to like tie that together. Like just our story and just how the Lord was so involved in it, and how like we couldn't do anything but give the glory to the Lord. Yeah. I think that's just super important. Like you said, like, okay, if you want to, like, I don't know. Obviously, some people don't like sharing their feelings in front of people, which is fine. But sometimes at the end of the day, like, it's not about you. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just special to do that and just share, like, I don't know, just your vows.
Well, and it means so much to the other person, I think, whether you hear them say it or not. Like, just, I don't know, there's something so, like, symbolic about, like, them just, like, sitting down and focusing on how they want forever to look like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like you said, like, reflecting the faithfulness of the Lord. Yeah. And so, yeah, I love that. I had kind of been writing my vows to Logan all through growing up.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean,
yeah. But I will say, I didn't finish them and put it all together until, I don't know if I told you this before, until the night before. Literally the night before we got married.
Sounds like Kate fashion.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So after the rehearsal dinner, and then after Logan and I said bye, I got in bed and I was like, all right, here we go. Like, I have to do this. Like, tonight's the only, like, you know. And so, yeah. But I don't know. There's something, like, honestly, I kind of loved doing it so close because it was, like, right then and there. Like, I'm getting married tomorrow. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I'd, like, it was. Yeah. Exactly.
Uh-huh. And the pressure kind of made you, you had to do it. You
had to do it. Yep.
It's either now or you wing it at the altar.
There was part of me, like, kind of stressed about it. But, you know, the other thing about that is Logan did it the same way. So he went home and it was so cute. I remember he sent me a photo of his vow book and, like, blurred out. Mm-hmm. And he was like, see you at the altar tomorrow or something like that. And I was like, so cute. Like, it's just fun that, like, honestly, we can look back and be like, we were writing our vows at the same time right before. Yeah.
No, that's so cute. So,
yeah. But yeah, I think that's kind of, I don't know, do you have anything else on vows?
No, I don't think so. I think the last little thing we had was what surprised us the most that day. Mm-hmm. I mean, besides the obvious of how fast it went.
So fast. I know. It's funny. Like, I feel so, like, cliche saying that, but it is so true. Like, I will never forget that moment of getting in the truck and it's like, wait a minute. What?
Yep. Also, like, the weather, like, we knew it was going to be good weather for my wedding, but, like, it was, like, hotter than we thought. It was like 80s, and the sun was, like, right on us. And I was wearing, like, a thick satin dress, and, like, I was sweating between my legs. Like, there was sweat dripping down. Like, I was at the altar, and I was like, I feel like I'm peeing my pants right now. Like, I am sweating. Yeah. So that definitthink was, like, oh.
I do remember that at your wedding. Because I kept, like, checking my dress. I was like.
In the building, like, we had the wedding in, or, like, the reception in, I don't think there's, like, AC or anything, so it was hot. Like, definitely was warm. Yeah. But I mean, I was so thankful that it was great weather. So, like, not complaining. It just definitely surprised me. I did not think it was going to be that nice of the weather. Yeah. Because June, you never know what you're going to get in June. Like, you get a really nice day or you get a really cold day. Like, you literally don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Oregon, man. It's hard to, and then a week later we're at mine and it's windy and cold. Sun was out. Blessing. Yeah. But it was still
better than full-on raining.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
Yeah. No, I was super grateful. I guess I don't know, like, nothing that, like, really surprised me other than, like, going by so quick. And I don't know. I would just say, like, overall, have your good tribe of people around you. Yeah. Like, I didn't have a wedding planner for mine. I had a day of coordinator. But most of the wedding was done by me and my mom. And it was such a blessing because I just, and, like, I don't know, for me and my mom, it was, like, such a, like, we could just, like, connect on it, and it was just like, yeah, like, let's go, like, have fun on it. And so, yeah, it really couldn't have happened without her. But, like, you know, like, little things, like, Logan built our altar, and, like, just things like, I don't know, do those, like, kind of fun things, because now I'm, like, I really want to make a swing out of it. I'm hoping a little swing out of our altar.
That'd be so cute.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be so sweet.
Yeah. So, I don't know, like, and the little details, like, the day does go by quick. Wow. The day does go by really, really quick. But do, like, those small little details. Like, I don't know, like, I got gifts from my mom and my mother-in-law and my dad. And it's just, like, a way to honor them. But I don't know, it almost is just, like, little things that, like, you got us where we were. Right. I don't know, like, little details like that. That's just an example. But yeah, I don't know. It does go by quick, but the little details definitely count. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Like, we had an amazing tribe. Like, it was my mom and I doing a lot of the planning and, like, some of my best friends. Yep. And people, like, helping. And, like, if it weren't for them, I don't think the day would have gone as smooth as it went. Yeah. And, like, I was never a bridezilla or whatever. People, like, especially towards the end, I was like, I don't care. I just want to get married.
Yep.
Like,
I just want to get married.
I just want to be with him. But, I think that helps if, you know, just, like, put all into, like, make it your dream wedding, but also, like, don't be, like, crazy about it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because, like, it's not the wedding. Like, that's not what it's about, like you were talking about earlier. Yeah. Like, it's the marriage. And so the little things will all come together. I think of, like, those, like, giant letters. You had them, too, at your wedding. Yeah, Miley, my maid of honor, she was over one night, and we just, like, cranked them out. And I was like...
Those weren't fun
Those
to
little
make.
things. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
They're not fun.
So try to have fun with, you know, the little things. It's sometimes hard. Wedding planning, I can totally understand how people get so stressed, but I think again, like you were saying, if you just have it with a lens of like, I'm getting married,
right?
Like it makes it so much better.
It does. It really does.
So much fun.
Yeah. Like it's not a performance. It's not a show. Like this is you're getting married.
Yeah.
In front of the Lord and your favorite people. Like
yeah. And like, and if you're gonna do a big wedding, like you and I both did, like make it your own. Yeah. Like I think that nobody really talks about that. Like at the beginning of wedding planning, when you like have all these ideas, and then it's like, oh, some of your other friends are getting married, and then it's like, you know, you see all these ideas, then you're going to weddings, and I think it's important to like not get caught up in like, you know, even like the trends. Even I mean, if you love it, go for it.
Sure.
But like make your wedding your own.
Yep.
And I remember having that conversation with my mom about, I just like want my wedding to be like country, like charm, like with a hint of like little elegance. And I'm like, can we add some elk antlers up in here, but also like lace? Yeah. And so, I just think it's important to make it your own.
Yeah. Well, and that's funny. I remember, trying to wrap this up. We say it's gonna be a short episode, like, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember, I think it was like after your wedding or something, and I heard this so many times. They're like, Sailor, your wedding was so you guys, and Kate and Logan's wedding was so that.
Yes.
Because we got married a week apart, so it's like, and obviously we were in each other's weddings and stuff, but it was like, it was so Sailor and it was so Kate. Like it was exactly. Yeah. It was exactly you guys, and that's how it should be. Yep. That's exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so fun to look back on. We'll have to throw up some like photos or something. Yeah. For wedding, but
I mean, my Instagram has like all of them on there.
That is true.
And I constantly repost them. Yeah. But
you know,
we'll throw some up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any more like questions, I guess throw them out. We like to answer them.
Out.
They're fun. It's fun to talk
so
about.
Fun. Fun to reminisce.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See ya.